ごめんね素直じゃなくて夢の中なら言える思考回路はショート寸前今すぐ会いたいよ泣きたくなるよなムーンライト電話もできないみんなだって純情どうしようハートは万華鏡月の光に導かれ何度も巡り合う星座の瞬き数え占う恋の行方同じ国に生まれたのミラクルロマンス信じているのミラクルロマンス
Hey guys! Whew. It's the the finale of this season of Moonie Thoughts.
It feels like it's been so long.
Yeah! You probably know us already. It's HellenJane and Katie.
Hello.
And I apologize if you hear like heavy wind and rain in the background. This is recorded at the time of the aftermath of the earthquake we had in New Zealand. That some of you probably seen throughout the news in November. For any updates with that, I recommend you look at like official news sources, since we don't have it on hand. All I can say that the cows that got stranded are safe. That's all.
Good.
That's how. But anything else, best to check your local news station, news site, or jump on one of the Kiwi ones like One News or News Hub, or and I think those two are the main ones. If you're lucky, maybe Radio New Zealand. Check those three places to get more of the current ones, but in the moment things are a bit iffy. But probably by the time this is uploaded this month, it's probably kind of somewhat back to normal.
Yeah.
So
everyone, even though it's a bit after the fact when you're hearing this, keep New Zealand in your thoughts and prayers and hope for a speedy recovery for everything that's happened.
So that's out of the way. Last month, we had finally a Moonlight Party.
Yay!
It was really interesting this time because usually there was still the normal so the selfies, fan art, which one of them was hilarious. I recommend, if you can find it, go and jump on the official Twitter page for Sera Myu for the Western world. But they were building up to this huge announcement. And if you haven't heard by now, were you under a rock or something? Were you under a shade of a tree? Because there was a huge announcement, especially for the US fans.
Yay!
The news is that the Sera Myu movie will be in theatres for a limited time in January.
Yay!
You can hear that Katie is really excited.
I am. I need them to release a date because if it's a weekday, I need to request that day off, like now.
Yeah. With this one, it comes with a featurette. I can't remember the name of it at the top of my head, but probably put an annotation or somewhere
Mm-hmm.
what the featurette called, but probably you guys probably seen the original Japanese version and you've seen this featurette already. This is just
I think it was even on the VHS of the movie that I have.
maybe. And also they are doing extras as well. What I understand. Plus, this has come from Sera Shah, or her first full name is Charlene, from Viz Media, that it has been remastered from Japan.
Oh, I figured it would be, but that's really good to hear.
Yeah, it's like everyone, every social media, every person was like freaking out. And that's not all. If you know, there is a character called Fiore. And yes, I have pronounced it correctly.
Yes.
And this is like this mysterious friend of Mamoru's when he was a young kid. And now he's back. I can't remember what the plot of the movie is. I need to watch the Japanese version again.
Well, without giving away any spoilers,
Yeah.
the plot is that, Fiore knew Mamoru in the past, and now he has come back and wants Mamoru to be his friend and only his friend.
Yeah. Which got me thinking that is Fiore part of Al and Anne's race?
He does look a lot like
Yeah.
Al.
Yeah. So I was thinking, is he in that same race, but
Maybe
in a
if
different
he's part of
color?
that race, then Anne will stop trying to date her own brother, because she'll have another option.
Yeah. But I also kind of think of, if that's the case, is he part of a different colony?
I mean, and they also have that connection where, they were attached to the tree, and he's, about flowers, so there's that nature-plant connection thing.
Yeah. They would probably have to do a bit of research for next year. And,
Maybe that could be a topic we can do next year is,
yeah, do it.
fan theories, conspiracy theories stuff.
Yeah. They also have announced the person who plays this character. How they did it, was they had Stephanie Shea and Robbie, I can't remember his last name, but Usagi and Tuxedo Mask, they was talking about things like how they joined and they announced the Sera Myu party, the news. Then they introduced the guy who did Fiore. First thing that came out was Yumino. And if you know who Yumino is, you probably know who's doing Fiore. For the ones who don't know what I mean, his name is Ben Diskin, which is really, really cool. That they had somebody that's already part of the original cast, but also having an into the world of villains. If you put it that way. We will put the announcement clip for being the movie trailer and the link to the Viz Sailor Moon site down below. For all that kind of information. And of course we have updated the Moonlight treats, which is only one this time because they didn't watch any episodes this time around. But it's called Chibi Moon's... It's not Chibi Moon, sorry. It's Pink Sugar Heart Attack. And yes, I did say related to Chibi Moons. It is her first attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you aren't too far off.
Yeah. I will put the updated list in the description. But it was really interesting how they did it, because they showed the clip first, that the official anime debut of Chibi Moon, and how it ended up, her attack worked. It's so hilarious. It's up on the Viz Media's YouTube channel, so go check that out as well.
Okay.
So that's all the Moonlight Party stuff out of the way as well.
I had one quick update, which was that for anyone who joined the Pretty Guardians 2016 to 2017 club, you probably already have got this email as well, that the first batch of member-exclusive merchandise has been officially released and is available for purchase.
Ooh.
Yes. The items include a high-quality art print that is a recreation of an image that Naoko Takeuchi drew for the Sailor Moon exhibition in Japan, which I really wanted. And then I figured out that because this is such a high-quality print that uses techniques to emulate, like, brush strokes and really make it look exactly like the original in terms of texture and everything, it's about $300, and I can't afford that.
Wow.
So I probably won't be getting that. I really wish I could, but I won't. They also have a book with an introduction to the Sailor Moon exhibition in Japan, a whole bunch of the art, a complete collection of the 20th anniversary merchandise that has been released, and the book, I believe, is only $30, so I will be getting that. There is also a Moon Princess dress-inspired night dress, and I believe an eye mask, and that come together, and also a Sailor Moon big bath towel, beach towel, and those two are only available to purchase through a raffle. You have to, I don't know if you still can. I'll put an annotation to see if the raffle is still open. But basically, you had to enter into a raffle, and if you win the raffle, you get a chance to buy the items. So we don't know the price for those yet. But that's the first round of exclusive items. I also actually got an email from the official Japanese Pretty Guardians website that prompted me to make an account, and I haven't had the time to really look at the website and explore it yet. I know the homepage is gorgeous. It has a beautiful illustration from some of the new stuff that Naoko did for the exhibition in Japan. I will definitely take another look and even try to do some kind of mid-season update for you guys on, what the website is about and what I can find. But yeah, the first round of merchandise has been announced, and also sometime before too long, people should start getting their membership cards and lip glosses, because it's been about 2 weeks since the registration closed.
So that is from our rep. Yeah, I didn't get it in time because of my parents' anniversary kind of thing. So I had Christmas presents and things like that, so I wasn't able to get it in time. But yeah,
Shoot for next year.
If they actually do a reopening kind of thing, it could be possible.
I hope so.
Yeah. So now we can finally get into the our final source of this season, which is basically what we didn't, what didn't go well, and things like that. Even if we go a bit off topic, so.
I think probably the most blatant thing that really tripped us up was a combination of computer problems, illnesses, and work/other outside responsibilities that really crunched down on us in this last half of the year. And we missed a lot of our dates that we'd set for releases, both for Moonie Thoughts and for other general things on the channel. Which is why, going forward, we're probably going to give month releases, but we aren't going to narrow it down to a date so much because we want to give ourselves more time to get things finished.
Yep. And I apologize for the creaking. I'm still sitting on my bed. I thought I'd let it out. Apologize now because it happened while Katie was speaking. Yeah. Anyway, I actually agree. It kind of sucks that when technical problems happen and we have to record or things related to laptops or stuff like that, it really does screw us over.
Yeah. Well, and also, as much as we love making videos for the channel and prepping for Moonie Thoughts and recording Moonie Thoughts, it is something that we do as a hobby. So when things like work and school and family issues come up, we have to prioritize them. So sometimes just a whole bunch of things all hit at once. I personally, in September, started a new position at my job, so I had to do a lot of extra training. My hours got really switched around, so that really kind of threw our schedule. And it's just, when things in real life happen all at once, it throws off our plans for what we have on the channel. So we hope you guys can understand, and going forward, expect more flexibility in our release dates because we don't want to keep committing to things and not being able to make those commitments.
Yeah. We did actually have some really cool things planned for like the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh stuff for this year because they both hit 20 years being released, but because like work and illnesses and for the last couple of Moonie Thoughts plus the Kawaii box from last month, I was sick. So it was like really, really frustrating that we want to do all these cool stuff, which is going to be for Plays With That will be announced very, very soon. Don't worry. Probably in the next couple days or so. I don't know. Just keep an eye out for that. And that really screwed me over for recording. Even though that I put that worries aside and still did Moonie Thoughts, I still had to make sure that it took care of myself. And it's probably the exact same thing for Katie as well. So we can have that balance. But those two are kind of like natural, but the computer problems, that was probably the most biggest issue.
Yeah. Well, I think for me, it was probably all the work stuff, but you had a lot of computer problems.
Yeah.
These past couple of months.
Yeah.
And then there were definitely a few times when the fact that I live out in the middle of nowhere, so my internet goes down all the time, so we couldn't record. Those were also problems.
Yeah. But that's few things that we really cannot fix, kind of things, like straight away. It will take time. But the thing that we can fix is the spotlight. Reason why I brought this up is like we were thinking about doing like character of the month or monster of the month, episode of the month, everything like that. Then Crystal Season 3 came along and threw that all out the window. We are going to try again next season.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
We're really excited to get into that and, bring some attention to characters or, kind of filler episodes people might have forgotten about. Stuff that people don't always think about when they think of Sailor Moon. And also, we have been talking about it. If you guys have anything you specifically want to see spotlighted, a monster, an episode, a character, even if they're more of a background character, let us know, and we will put together what we can find on them.
We are going to try again. Nothing's going to stop us. And we really need more music.
Yes, as you guys have probably noticed, we've exhausted our current supply. I personally know of a few that we can try to track down, but we want to know, what are your favorite Sailor Moon songs that you haven't heard us feature on the podcast yet? And tell us what they are so we can find them and include them. Even if it's like a fan-made song or a fan-made cover of a Sailor Moon song, let us know, and we can at least contact the artist and see if they're okay with us using it.
Because we do not want to have any kind of trouble with the artist who done it.
Yeah, we don't want to steal anything from anyone, but it's worth it to ask if people say, hey, we really like this, and we think you should use it in the podcast. We'd love to, what exposure we can give to people. We'd love to do that. Now, as for things that I liked about this season, I think the episode discussions, when we were talking about Crystal, even if they did kind of bump out the spotlights we talked about, I think we've been doing them long enough now that we can get more precise information and discussion points down, and less like off-topic discussion or just summarizing the episode when we know people have seen it. And obviously we still have some work to do, but I think we've improved in that aspect and focused more on things that, like discussing our opinions and our takes and bringing up new points instead of just doing a recap of the episode. Because, you could just watch the episode and get that, but I think it's more important that we, bring our opinions and other discussion topics out that you can't just automatically get by watching the episode yourself.
Another favorite thing that Katie did bring up as well is the special topics. We really had so much fun researching all these kind of topics, even though sometimes it's actually at the last minute. I'm not gonna lie, but it was really cool that we were able to just about discovering new things about like magical girls. As like was a big topic. Like I didn't know about Miraculous somehow being part of Toei as like a pitch. I didn't know that existed until we did our research. Kind of thing. And yes, and I know a bit more about what's coming up in season 2. And yes, I know about Chloe and the Be Miraculous and all that kind of things. But learning about the other shows out there as well, which is really, really cool. It was really mind-blowing in other topics as well that we did this year, which is really, really cool.
And as always, if you guys have an idea for a topic that you want to hear us talk about, let us know.
Anything else that you actually liked about this season?
Well, I always have fun recording with you, and even, not even researching for topics, but just planning out the episode and figuring out all the weird things we're going to say. I always have fun recording Moonie Thoughts, so even if the year conspired against us a lot of the time, I had fun with it.
Yeah. I really enjoyed, like, what's the best way to put it? Like, we always kind of like have a format that we followed, and it always been on Microsoft Word on my side, but we decided to put it on Google Documents, and it's way easier for both of us to actually get in and actually put both of our notes together without switching it over.
Yes.
Like,
Definitely.
and things like that as well. And also, I think at the end, if no chibis decide to pop in while I'm editing it, Katie is working on a new end slate that we're going to use from now on for all of our videos. So you'll be, yeah. So you'll be able to see like an actual playlist of the current season, the previous episodes, things like that. So it's gonna be, that's one of the changes that we're probably gonna do for next year. So, and I know that one of the chibis has gone into my files and found something that they would like to share later while we decide to go off and rest. Yeah, but another, I still have that memory of that plug at Welligeddon this year as well. It was a little bit behind the scenes. When I did the podcast, the transfer for my sailor, I put this in like quotation marks, Sailor Senshi. I got this given a plug, the plug. So it was like, so it was not planned at all. I swear, it's not planned at all. It was a spur of a moment. But it was really cool to be on the exact same stage as Stephanie Seth. She was a really cool person.
You getting that plug and getting the autograph that I still have sitting right next to me. Those were definitely high points of the season for me.
Yeah, it was really awesome to actually meet her. I wish I was able to go up to Auckland for the Armageddon, because it has Sailor Uranus up there this year. I am waiting for when Ray comes over, / Marionette, if you want to be more technical. But definitely for Ray to come back to New Zealand to do Welligeddon as well. That will be so awesome. It will make Katie happy, I'm determined.
Yes, very much.
But yeah, that was definitely one of the best highlights. I was able to remember actually getting a hug from Steph.
Yeah, it's in the video, I think.
It was like, I was talking, like, I couldn't believe that happened, and she gave not only me but another person a hug as well. I think it was the girl who won the competition. Which, like, I was on cloud 9. I was hugged from the voice actress who plays my favorite character. Here's something random. So this is completely out of the blue. Sometimes Katie and myself exchange packages. You already see me opening one of hers and Katie open mine, and it's uploaded on the channel. This year we kind of had a bit of a pop vinyl figure swap. Because the month before it was Katie's birthday, and was keeping an eye out for one of the Sailor Moon pop figures that, of course, we already covered at one of the the merch section. And I thought, okay, I'll check Armageddon to see if they have it there. They were sold out of all the Sailor Moon pop finals because Stephanie was there that year. But they still had the other senshis. Like, I think it's like Pop Final Central or something. I can't remember top of my head. But they had the one that I wanted, which was Sailor Mars.
They had the best one.
But they had all the special edition and the normal Usagi, well, Sailor Moon out. And I thought, perfect, I can send it over to Katie for her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Previously, we kind of like had a bit of a hiccup where we actually got to record the video for the podcast for that month, for May. And Katie promised to send, she was sending a package over, and was promised that she send something over.
Mm-hmm.
She sent over, and I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, for the record, I have my Sailor Mars right next to my Stephanie checkout.
We didn't know. I didn't know that Katie actually got some of the Sailor Moon Pop Funko figures, except for Sailor Mars. So when her package arrived, we hopped on and she showed me what she got, and she was blown away that I gave her Sailor Mars.
Mm-hmm.
A couple months later, the package arrived for Katie came over, and it came like this really interesting. It was not completely wrapped, but it was in this brown wrapping paper, and it got told to leave it to last.
Yep.
She sent over as a sorry gift the special edition Sailor Moon and Luna pop figure. It was because Mighty 8 was actually selling them, and I was like, oh, I should save up to get one at a time, and I wasn't sure if Hot Topic can actually ship internationally, which I found out that they do. But I need to double check if that has changed or not. But the special edition, as we already stated, it was a Hot Topic exclusive. And on Mighty Ape, they sell it as a US exclusive, which means it's Hot Topic.
Yeah.
So I was blown away by that. So I'm hoping that I'll try and get a few more so we can do a goodies. I'm not sure how many that Katie has. I know that I know you definitely have Sailor Mars.
I have Mars. I want to at least get Jupiter too.
I want at least to try and get to the normal Usagi, the normal Sailor Moon, to compare Tuxedo Mask and maybe Venus? I don't know. But we'll see. But we will definitely try and do a kind of like a 2-part goodies thing on the part of the final figures. Just check the. It looks like it's been a bit too long now, isn't it?
Yeah, we should probably call this or that.
Yeah. So now we're probably going to hand it over to the chibis to finish things up. Saying
Which, you know, how good of an idea can that be? But we can't really stop them at this point.
Nope. But yeah, so have a great summer, well, winter area. Sorry, I had to use this Phineas and Ferb reference, but technically summer in my side of the world, winter on Katie's side of the world, so you understand why I said that. Enjoy your Christmas and New Year's holiday period. Be
Happy holidays, guys.
and please be safe, okay?
Yeah,
Please.
definitely.
We want all you guys to be safe and well for when everything gets underway for the next year. So Kenny and myself will see you guys in 2017.
Yep, that'll be the next Moonie Thoughts.
Yep. So while we are leading the chibis, taking over the last part of the podcast this time, sit back, relax, and enjoy the Sera Myu remix. I believe it's the SA remix.
Yeah, the SAF remix that Deke released on one of their Sailor Moon albums.
So enjoy, and we will see you next year.
Enjoy. Thanks so much for all the support, guys. We'll see you on Moonie Thoughts next year.
Bye.
Bye.
Fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight, never running from a real fight. She is the one named Sailor Moon. She will never turn her back on a friend. She is always there to defend. She is the one on whom we can depend. She is the one named Sailor. Sailor Mercury. Sailor Mercury. Sailor Mars. Sailor Jupiter. She is the one named Sailor She is the one. She is the one named Sailor Moon. She is the one. She is the one named Sailor Moon. Sailor winning love by daylight, never running from a real fight. She is the one named Sailor Moon. She will never turn her back on a friend. She is always there to defend. She is the one on whom we can depend. She is the one named Sailor. Winning love by daylight, never running from a real fight. She is the one named Sailor Moon. She will never turn her back on a friend. She is always there to defend. She is the one on whom we can depend. She is the one named Sailor. She is the one. She is the one named Sailor.
Good. It looks like they're off for the year. Now we can breathe. Yeah, I know it's fun. Can't wait till next year. Me too. And I have been looking through the files. And what did you find? Bloopers, and Katie didn't hide them as well this time. You thinking what I'm thinking? Yep, it's time for the blooper reel. Please enjoy, guys.
I will start then. Mom, we're starting recording, so now is when you have to be quiet. We'll try to work around that. If you do so quietly. Okay. Let me make sure my mic is working. Hold on. It's recording, so it's gonna record all of this, but okay. And the next podcast is going to be on March 2nd for those of us here in the US, / the 1st for anyone over on HellenJane's side of the pond.
It's the other way around.
Yeah, it is. I'll redo that one.
Okay, you know where this is going.
Yep. Maybe you should do it. I clearly am not cut
Okay.
out for this.
So, for my side of the world, the next podcast will be on the 1st. Second. Let me try that again. No.
Oh
The extended version.
no! You even wrote it as the second and then the first. We both can't do it. You wrote it, but we can't read. I'm just really, really amused that I did it, and then you were like, no, that's wrong, and then you went to do it, you did the same thing.
Okay.
I was okay until
I can't stop.
I promise I'll remember how to talk someday.
Ready?
Hey. I was kind of early on that, wasn't I? Oops.
Don't worry about it. Man. Ah! Shit! I forgot to mute it, didn't I?
Maybe just start that again.
Thank goodness it wasn't halfway through.
Yeah.
Screw the puppet. We need...
Excuse you.
Also...
And, of course, oh my god. That's my phone. What's going on?
with the chibis, remember?
Oh, is that how we're starting this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hey, guys.
1 second. Oh, to a good start.
Well, we're here to
Sorry, I thought that was the same. Okay, go ahead.
and we're here to tell you why. Or how, or whatever.
You want to try that one again?
Yep.
I promise not to go mad with power and play drowning pool on Sailor Moon podcast. I probably won't. I could though. There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. Okay, bam, done.
Yes.
Okay, I have calmed myself down. I think that since we're all recovered, we can reveal the next logo. And it seems that Ra and Blaze has leveled up. I wonder who the new Senshi is that's with them. I don't know, but we have to wait and see. Well, let's wrap this all up. Thank you so much to our sources that are available to us every single episode. We are listing them on the screen now. And also you guys for listening and supporting us. If you still want to contact us, and that's also including Katie and HellenJane, we also have our Twitter account, which is @yukai56, and our email, which is at moonieThoughts@gmail.com. Anyway, till next time! Which should be in February sometime. HellenJane and Katie have decided to forego using actual dates right now because of all of the life problems and situations that came up last time. It's probably best if they just give general dates. They already said that. Yeah, I know, but it's good to restate. So, anyway, bye!